Let me break something down to you, Hector. Don't tell no motherfucking lies, bitch. I beat your motherfucking ass like the I said I would.
Blac Chyna is in big trouble because her exes are coming for her, proving that she was beating on Rob Kardashian and went even harder on her ex-twin Hector. Blac Chyna's mom, Tokyo Toni, tried to stand up and save her daughter, but Toni just made it so much worse and messier after learning that she tried sleeping with one of her daughter's exes. So let's get into it. I was under the impression that Blac Chyna has changed for the better, but that doesn't seem to be the case. And now it's starting to make sense why Rob Kardashian has disappeared. He was in this violent and toxic relationship with Blac Chyna, and there's no doubt, in my opinion, that she got physical with him, like he told us. Well, now her ex-boyfriend is suing her, and it looks like Rob was right. Blac Chyna has a problem. Blac Chyna unleashed a violent ambush on an ex-boyfriend while he was sleeping in their home. That is crazy if you ask me, because while you're sleeping, you are at your most vulnerable. You're not looking at anything, you're not listening for anything, and you assume some net of safety. But in a home with Blac Chyna, you might wake up with a swollen face and a bloody mess. And this is all according to a lawsuit that twin Hector filed against Blac Chyna, and he actually references some of Rob Kardashian's previous claims. Now, twin is claiming that she would often physically harm him during their 3-year-long relationship when they were living together in LA. He is submitting photo evidence as well. We are hyper blurring this because I'm not going to get in trouble with YouTube. Plus, I also don't think you guys really need to see how bad it is. Just believe me, it's bad. Twin claims that Blac Chyna's abuse reached a peak in September 2021 when she violently attacked him. He claims that she rained down blows on his face with her closed fist, elbows, and knees, and he says she pinned his arms down with her body weight so he was unable to defend himself. Plus, he was just in a deep sleep. I mean, if I'm sleeping and someone tries to wake me up, it's a good 10 minutes until I can even fully see clearly yet. Twin says the alleged attack left him with several injuries, including gashes to his face, a swollen shut eye, and of course, he's got photo evidence. After that attack, he claims that Blac Chyna called her personal physician to the home to treat him, and she still had his blood on her hands when the physician arrived. Oh, I hate these kind of Hollywood physicians or dentists or these people who will come to your homes because, yeah, it sounds nice, but they're also part of the problem. That's an enabler right there, because if he were to step into a hospital or step into a public place, they would ask him, how did you get this? And then the state would go and charge Blac Chyna. Twin claims that Blac Chyna was often abusive throughout their relationship, claiming it would usually happen when she was drinking or using drugs. From my understanding, she's been sober for a couple years now, which is probably part of the reason why. So good for her that she's made somewhat of a change, but we still need accountability. He says that she would often strangle him and use household objects as weapons, including wires, furniture, cell phones, and kitchen utensils. Sounds like a nice. Side note, I did actually meet Blac Chyna a few months ago at my gym, and I have to say my one takeaway from her, one, she's a very small person. She's very small, tiny, skinny, short in stature. But the one thing I would say, and I want to say this in the nicest way possible, she's probably one of the only people I've ever interacted with or I've seen on video, because at my gym, Entertainment Tonight was there to do a special on Blac Chyna's workout. If you guys could find that, go try to find it. It was at my gym, which is called The Lab. Nonetheless, she was there, so I met her, and I've never been around someone who truly cannot speak. And not in a bad way. I'm not trying to be whatever, not judging her. Just the grammar and the language was very confusing. Entertainment Tonight was what's your favorite workout? And she's most the favorite. I mean, I don't know. It just was so lost that I didn't think she was on drugs, but I just had never seen someone who just could not get the words out. She was so scrambled. And again, I don't know if she was going through something personally or if she just is bad at communicating. She had a whole reality show and she didn't speak like this on the show. But Rob is also referenced in the suit. He says Rob and other Kardashians testified in court that Blac Chyna has a tendency for verbal abuse and extreme physical violence toward her domestic partners and others, especially when she's drinking. If you guys aren't familiar with Blac Chyna's show, I think she's had a few different programs, but she had one with Robert Kardashian, and we got plenty of examples of how she likes to talk to her partners, and I could never imagine myself in a relationship like this.
Are you texting
Some might ask, where does she get this behavior from? And I could actually confidently say she gets it from her mother, and we will talk about her mother towards the end of this video. It was reported in April 2022, Rob testified that Blac Chyna beat him at least 5 times during their relationship. She strangled him with a phone cord while she was doing cocaine, the white powder drug, and drinking. She also held a gun to his head. The father of her daughter. So Blac Chyna is an absolute mess. Twin Hector says it's about time that she is paying for her crime, so he's suing her for more than $10 million in damages, which I could say I know Blac Chyna does not have $10 million sitting around, so she's probably nervous. Twin's attorney, Kirk, said it's a shocking experience for any man to go through, being attacked by a female aggressor in a DV context, knowing they cannot fight back or defend themselves for fear of being mislabeled as the aggressor because he is a man. Every day in America, men suffer what are often brutal injuries, and they lack the courage to come forward because if they do, they might be framed as the problem. Now, I mentioned Tokyo Toni, who I think is a hilarious character online. I don't know if I would want her to be my mother just because she's got quite the history, but she went on to defend her daughter, Blac Chyna, against her ex-boyfriend who's suing her. And I want you guys to sit for a second and guess. How do you think she's going to defend Blac Chyna? Okay, you've had your time. So she went on to say that Blac Chyna did not beat Twin. No, that did not happen. I did it. Tokyo Toni, her mom, actually did it. So I think it's hilarious that she's like, no, it did happen, but it wasn't Blac Chyna. It was me.
Let me break something down to you, Hector. Don't tell no motherfucking lies, bitch. I beat your motherfucking ass like a I said I was. I said I was coming to LA and whoop your motherfucking ass playing games with me and my motherfucking daughter. So now you want to play games and say, she did that to you? This short, this little, did that to you? No, I came there and I beat your motherfucking ass. Go tell him that. Go tell him that. Talk about some you was motherfucking sleep. You know, you went to motherfucking sleep after I finished your mother like that.
Did she just lose a shoe? Did she just kick up a shoe?
Now try it again, and I'll do your mother. Do your mother. Same motherfucker way again. That's like you know.
So chaotic. Could you imagine if Tokyo Toni did in fact do it and she has no money, so he's going after Blac Chyna? Granted, I don't really buy her story. I mean, Tokyo Toni has stories about feeding children in Africa, having a Tokyo Toni trucking company, having all of these companies and LLCs that do not exist.
And the reason being because I have children in Uganda that I take care of. They eat because of me. I'm building homes in Uganda. So if you go on my page, you will be able to see at least maybe 600 videos of my babies. Yeah, aww. I have 36 children.
And you know all their names?
No, they're like Washikanaga and all that. No, they have little nicknames, Little Fly, you know, Froggy.
Some of the comments read, low-key, I feel like she didn't do it and just protecting her daughter, but on the other hand, she might have actually did it and be offended he did not give her props. Another person added, I love that this is the grandmother of a Kardashian. And then finally, this is one of the nicest things I've seen Tokyo Toni do for Blac Chyna. While we're talking about Tokyo Toni, let's get into what she's been up to. Look at this headline, Blac Chyna's BF exposes Tokyo Toni thirsting for her sloppy seconds. Tokyo Toni is still out here in these streets. Blac Chyna's mother, Tokyo, is sneaking behind her back, hoping to get into her daughter's ex-boyfriend's pants. That's at least what these leaked DMs suggest. This actually goes back to little twin Hector. It looks like Blac Chyna and, twin Hector dated for a couple years before breaking up in 2020. On Thursday, he confirmed his claim sending him explicit DMs on Instagram by posting the explicit DMs on social media for everyone to see. Very nasty work on display. Toni initially hit up Twin, apparently threatening to take a flight just to beat up her daughter, which is interesting because she wanted to go and beat up her daughter instead of Twin, which prompted Twin to send her a passionate message asking her to fill her heart with love. It turned out to be bait for a thirst trap. Tokyo swore up and down that Blac Chyna was jealous of her natural body and then bared it all in the DMs in an attempt to arouse Twin. He posted, funny how my ex's own mother be sending videos playing with her private parts, but on the net speaking down on my name. Say no more, little mama. The breaking point for Twin came when Tokyo sent a clip of her covered in blankets and pounding on her poom poom. Twin Hector was so disgusted that he made a diss track video titled Miss Tony and included the DMs as visual evidence. And just so you guys know, this is all true, in fact, and I can't imagine how Blac Chyna feels seeing her mother do things like this. Tokyo writes, tell my daughter I've booked a plane ticket and I'm coming to her house to beat the crap out of her. This is how she does me after all I did for her. I've had enough and it's time for her to get that ass in check. This is the message that he sent over to Tokyo Tony, and actually it seems really nice, and again, it's not like inappropriate at all. The issue is not with you, it's her. She's always been jealous of me and my natural body that God gave me. Jealousy is a disease. I got her to where she is today. She would be nothing without me. She disrespects her own mother to this day. I can't reach out to her because there's demons around her. Tokyo Tony should be a little bit embarrassed of herself, in my opinion, but I would be lying if I didn't admit that I can't look away. Like, what is this train wreck? I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know. I actually need to know what you think, because I need someone to talk to about this. But I want to hear what you guys think, and I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye, guys.